Hi, little lady. Hi, little lady. Hi. You're not afraid this time. Hi. Oh, it's... Oh, goodness. She's not a tack baby anymore right now. I don't know what the deal is. Which one's the light?
That one.
No.
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 Oh, it's the one over there on the wall.
Over here?
Yeah. Push that button.
Oh.
Button.
Please turn that one on. Too.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they're
Complicated.
right. Oh. Oh, hi.
Ozzy.
Hi.
Olive.
Oh, she's all right.
Sorry.
No,
I
she's
can put
fine.
them out if you want me to.
Nope. They're good. She's letting me love on her. That's crazy. Last time I came over, she was screaming me. Oh.
You still want the big one on?
Yeah, because I know Dad said you read what was sent in the mail, and he said he hadn't even read it yet, but it was not what we intended, just so you know. It's not what us girls, intended it to say. So,
Ozzy.
this is the original from when he signed it originally, and you signed it. You got it? Thank you. Well,
Sorry.
maybe. No, you're good. There's your copy. And then me a copy. Just so we all have it. It's not the whole thing, of course. It's just what was going to be changed. This is what I sent to Craig as far as the changes were supposed to be, which he misinterpreted part of it. And then this is the draft of the changes that he made, which you've seen that. Dad hasn't seen that. And it's all it just pertains to that one part. Okay. Oops. So in the draft, and I've got here on my phone, I was just telling Dad out there that I've sent Paige, which is Craig Riffle's assistant, an amendment of the amendment stating that you should get all your personal belongings.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not...
And I don't have much. All I've got's my bedroom suit and the desk.
No.
And my chair.
Right. But,
I mean, the furniture he bought. So
yeah, no. I'm just saying that you would get your personal belongings.
Thank you.
So it's, well, I mean, there's no thank you. It's what's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then us girls and him have decided, yes, we want you to have something for over the years. It's not going to be like we just would do this and then not expect you to get anything. We'll be fair about it, or that you would get $100,000 in the travel trailer, which you could sell or whatever, or do with whatever that you wanted. So you would get compensation as well for that. I mean, it's not like we're trying to keep it all.
Well, do you think that, I mean, you know, he traded my Ridgeline Honda pickup in on me yesterday. That was my down payment.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jeep, I bought him. He's given it away, but, and he didn't even discuss that with me, but that's okay. He gave it to Jennifer. But I was a little surprised. But, I mean, I've got some investments in this place too. You know, not just him.
Right.
I mean, I had a home I sold for $100,000, and that was 18 years ago.
Right. So the 100,000 plus the travel trailer, you don't feel is enough,
110,000.
give or take, yeah.
Yeah, because, well, he'll be lucky to get 10,000 for the travel trailer now.
But so you're wanting more than that.
Well, I just feel like a judge would allow me more after 18 years of marriage. Maybe I'm wrong. And if I need to walk away with here with my vehicle, I'll do it.
No, and like I said,
No,
it would be your personal belongings, and we've
Well,
all
personal stuff, what I came into the marriage with and what he came into the marriage with, unless you put it in a joint account, it stays with you.
right, yeah. But he's done a lot of stuff for you down at the farm.
Such as
Helped you mowing.
No, not much.
He's that I can remember him saying you helped with the tear down or whatever, the garage.
No. She got a dumpster or a roll off, and I took my tractor down there and loaded it up as much as I could get
But
in.
the tractor he bought during our marriage should have been.
The tractor was bought with McCamey Production.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mom bought that for me through McCamey Production.
Mm-hmm.
And it was $24,000 with the implements that's with it.
He's went down there and fixed things. And helped do things around there. That time and money that he spent on any of that doesn't go towards anything.
What would you think that you've done down there, Jim?
Well, I worked on that water well a few times.
Once, yeah. When Legend and them replaced the water well.
Worked on your mower quite a bit.
You didn't contribute to any of the decks or the trailer. That was all bought with my own money.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah, I know.
We're
We're
the
not.
building torn down. I paid Shay Snodgrass. He buried it and he did that. He cleared off the pad. Joe's been mowing and grading the road periodically.
just don't wanna seem unfair about anything.
Well, and I don't either. And I'm certainly not out to get anything. I have been able to take care of myself very well, you know, with my inheritance and what I got.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not need Jim's money. You know, I could have made it just fine.
Right.
In fact, with my oil checks the past 15 years, I would have, that place over there would probably be worth about $350.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have put garages up and a building up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and done a lot of work. I've been very diligent about, as I was with Ike when I got the inheritance, about keeping the inheritance in my name.
Mm-hmm.
And not, and just like he has.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want his mother's money. I
Right.
just feel like I'm entitled to something after 18 years.
And like I asked,
Besides $100,000, I don't think that's fair amount.
well, what would you say is a fair amount?
Well, I really don't know. I've already talked to the lawyer once, and I've got another appointment next week. I don't know what's fair. And it might be we just need to divorce and let the judge decide what's fair. I do know that I have heard some really unsightly things about Riffles. And since I have paid Riffle $3,500, I don't think he can use him in a divorce.
I don't know.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But if so, it was so. But I do know, because I have a friend that was a secretary to them, and they do forge signatures, and they are very unethical about things.
Well,
Like parents and children who want all the money, you know, they will, and I can't tell you specifically, I could, if I could think right when I get under pressure, but I do know, I'm gonna try not to take any flack from the Riffles.
no, and we don't want that. We don't want that. But we know what we've seen and what over the years how things have
Well, see,
been.
your dad talks to you, he does not talk to me. So I have no idea what's going on.
This isn't things just particularly that
But I mean, he doesn't tell me his feelings
mm-hmm.
or how he felt. When I left down there, I didn't consider that I left him. We were living separate during the growing season. You know, and then if it freeze, I'd want to go back down there because I don't have a generator or anything like that.
Right.
But
you told me in front of Jennifer and I think Dad when we signed this first round of papers that you didn't buy that down there to live in.
No, I didn't. I bought it in case he died and I didn't have a place to go.
Well,
y'all took this over. That's exactly. And I had been after him for several years to buy a house in Ringwood or something that we could rent out, or so I'd have a place to go. Because I felt this coming all along, that I would be asked to leave here. And I had nowhere to go. And I've always provided myself with a home, and I won't be without somewhere to go.
Right. But, you know, you told Shanna and I up at the hospital part of the reason you would go down there and stay is because of the sexual tension and things that Dad was coming at you with.
Right.
And
that was part of the reason.
Right.
Because I felt like I could breathe down there.
Okay.
I could go without a bra.
Okay.
Just little things like that.
But
Oh, and I could get things to grow. Get down.
Most,
But that should be discussed between he and I.
that's why I'm not saying it should or shouldn't. But my point being is from January or so of this year up until not long before he got sick, which was August, the end of August.
I went out there in May.
158 days, approximately, that you were not here. 158 days. That's, and also that only leaves like 149 days that you were. So that's over half, not by much, but you could say half the time you were not here.
But,
And yes, you had some trips and stuff, but you were not here.
I've had trips for past.
Right. And I'm just saying, but yeah, you were not here.
But there's many couples that live separately.
Who?
I have 3 quilting friends that do.
Okay. But, okay. Okay, we'll just leave that there. Then, Haley and Brian don't live separately, and they love each other. Jennifer and Joe, even though they're not married, they don't live separately. Ben and Teresa don't live separately. Buddy and Val don't live separately. Shanna and Shelby don't live separately. Ronnie and Denise don't live separately. Tina and Frank don't live separately. Rita and Arnold don't live separately. How many people do you need examples of? It's not normal. And when you told us in the hospital, and I'm not trying to attack. I'm just saying, you told us in the hospital that you really loved our dad.
I do love Jim.
That's not showing that you love someone, saying that if you can't be around them and there's a problem, then you need to work on the problem.
And how's that going to happen when there's no communication?
Well, it's a two-way street, too. It's a two-way street. If you don't feel he's communicating.
Well, I tell him, and he usually takes what I say totally, not the way I mean it.
Well, then.
Which is lack of communication between us. Not just him, but me too. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I don't know, but this is not a healthy relationship. And I just don't know what to do.
I would like it to be, but, I would like it to be a healthy relationship. But, I don't know, I'm reaching, but it's.
Well, I don't tell my girls every little thing that happens out here, mainly because I don't want them to feel bad about towards him, or get on him or expect things of him that he's not capable of doing. And I just feel like that the way y'all have treated me, especially that first week in the hospital, was, if my girls did that, I would have their asses. They would never treat anyone like that. Not looking them in the eye, not speaking to them. Because y'all were mad because I'd left your dad, in your opinion.
Mm-hmm. 158 days.
Jeez, Jim.
It's one of the things that we just don't understand. And I guess in our eyes, your quilting friends are a rare breed, and maybe it's, something that you do, and that's with you all, but that to us it's not normal, and he wants companionship.
Well, apparently I'm not giving it to him.
I don't
That's
know.
what it sounds like to me.
I mean, and
I appreciate the times that you're here more than you think.
Well,
I appreciate what you do for me.
and I know you do. I don't do much.
Oh,
I mean, I do a lot more, but just like cooking supper every night. I've done that so many times, and he didn't get in till 8:30. And so, I quit waiting. I wait till he comes in and say, "Are you hungry?"
Mom was the same, and I'm not trying to bring up any past, but Mom was the same way. It would be the same. She'd just fix him a plate and throw it in the microwave, and when he get home, if he was hungry, it was in the microwave. If he ate it, he ate it. If he didn't, it'd go in the refrigerator.
Well, I don't fix him a plate. I just leave the food out
Right.
of the way.
Well, we never eat together unless we go out somewhere.
Well, because I told you I couldn't, when I had the back problems, I could not get up at that bar and sit in those stools. So I would sit in here, and he would sit in there. And finally, I just started taking my plate in there.
Right.
Because either he sits at the table with me, or I sit at the bar with him.
Did you ask him to sit at the table with you?
Well, yeah, I did. I talked to him. I can't get up at the bar. I have to sit at the table. And he would go sit at the bar. I mean, I have had 3 back surgeries.
I'm not saying by any means that you don't have any
And
health
also,
issues.
I'm only a year younger than he is.
I'm not. That's understandable, and I'm not saying that you are or aren't.
And I feel like I'm just too old to be going through this. To know that when I leave here, I leave in my vehicle. What I do, go get me an apartment or rent a house.
That's fine that you bought that place down there. You bought that place down there telling everybody initially that you bought it for your quilting ladies.
Well,
and you were not going to
took
stay.
Out of context a little bit too, because when I can't grow anything out here in this sand, I have tried. I have been able to grow those azaleas, but we have a watering system in back.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anything in front. I used to be a yard worker. I'm not anymore.
Right.
Well, I kind of am down there, because I can go put a canna bulb in the ground and it grows.
So you're down there, you're able to appreciate your yard work.
Not as much as I used to, but yeah, I still can.
Well, but...
And my house looks like a greenery inside, because I do keep my plants inside going. It's so hot out here, and especially starting from about now till April or May, because Jim's cold and he needs heat. So, and Patricia can tell you, she would go in the back, turn the air conditioner on, and shut the patio doors, because, she was hot.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's nothing he can't put on enough clothes.
I understand that. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So what else?
Usually whenever the girls come out or whatever, I never, ever, hardly ever touch the thermostat.
You've been keeping it a lot cooler in here.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the mornings, I've gotten them to turn the heater on.
Yeah.
In here.
I don't hardly ever touch them. Just but we're.
But you used to, because I would come in every night or every morning, and it would be on 80. I mean, I cover my vents and shut my doors.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't sleep in warm. I have to have cool air.
Right. I understand. I sleep in cool too.
So what else?
I just, um, so what have you been discussing with your lawyer? Has it been about this situation, or has it been about your place down there?
No, my place down there never comes up because I got that in '85. I didn't put the trailer in until 3 years ago.
Right. So you've had that land. It was yours.
Yes, I got it.
Mhm.
Mike and I divorced in '85, and we left it in my name from that time on.
She paid
got-
all the taxes on it.
And I paid the taxes every year,
Mm.
even with him living down there. Well, he paid them for a while, I think, but not long. And then they started being delinquent, so I started paying them.
I know that not long before he got sick, he had asked you if you ever want to hug or kiss him, and you told him no.
Yeah, because if I did that, he thought I wanted to go to bed and play around.
That's incorrect.
That is not incorrect, Jim. It happened every time.
Okay.
Every Sunday.
Okay, explain to me this. As many times as you went to Branson, as many times as you went to
I
Iowa.
did not know that was a problem.
I
You
didn't say.
should have told me it was.
Let me say.
Okay.
I didn't get anywhere with that.
What do you mean?
Gretchen would come over, you'd pack your stuff in her car, you're backing out of the driveway, and I'm standing there.
I always hugged you goodbye and told you goodbye.
No, you didn't. Sometimes yes, not always, sometimes.
Well,
I couldn't understand that, you know.
well then ask me about it.
It don't mean just because we
I
had
don't
to.
know what you're thinking.
It
if
don't,
I don't.
just because we don't caress and hug each other in my way of thinking, even in my way of thinking, it doesn't mean I'm ready to hop in the sack.
Well, how many times did you come in and lean on my chair and start massaging my neck and say, "Can I play with the girls?"
How long has that been? How long ago has that been?
About maybe 6 months, maybe.
Well, I certainly have a apology about it.
Well, it probably seems like a lot longer to you.
So when he first got out of the hospital, you had told Shan and I that you would be here. And apparently at some point...
Because you girls came out every week.
Okay. But...
I don't need to be out here.
Right, but the first weekend... Right, you don't need to. But if you love him... What? What is wrong with that question? If you love him... It shouldn't matter if us girls are out here, and we should be more than welcome and be able to be.
And you are.
Okay.
But I'm uncomfortable around y'all because I know how you feel about me. Just like I told you with the lawyer. When Jennifer and we were all over there, you girls have always thought that I was after his money, and you nodded your head that day.
I didn't nod my head in agreement.
Well, you knew, though, that's the way it's been.
That's maybe what you thought, because Shanna, by herself, a few weeks ago when she was here, we had a discussion with Dad, and in this discussion, and it was my feelings, I think it was Michelle's feelings, Patricia, I don't know, but we were excited, believe it or not, believe what you want to believe. We were excited for Dad when you and Dad got together.
I know that, yeah, y'all told me. I could tell because all of a sudden man, there was a switch. Like I said, Shanna was all gung-ho.
Right.
And
We
then
were.
when that time when Hillary, I was having a cookout for something, and Hillary was standing right there in the corner of the kitchen, and Brooklyn was whining or crying about something, and I reached down and picked her up and had her in my arms, and and Shanna just came and grabbed her from me and said, "Let me have her." And I looked at Hillary, and I'm like, well, "What's up with that?" And Hillary said, "Oh." That's when I noticed the change.
Shanna is, and it's true to this day. Her kids are her kids, and she takes care of her kids. It's not.
All
It's
do as mothers.
right.
I took very good care of them.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
you didn't. I'm not
But
saying
I
you
mean,
didn't.
That's part of
But
being a mother.
that's where I think that came from. So you misread Shanna's actions that day and took it as you had done something.
No, I didn't take it as I'd done something. I took it as she did not want me
Touching
holding her baby.
I don't think that was it. I don't
I
think
mean,
that was it.
But I don't know.
Right.
I just noticed a definite change in the attitude. Not a whole lot long after we were married. What else?
There's more. I'm sorry.
I'm sure there is.
I have to be able to speak for everyone, and trying to make this is
Seems to me like there's too many people in our marriage.
but when you don't stay here at the house, whether you and him don't have stuff, there's if you're staying down there 100 out of February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 7 months.
I wasn't there in February.
No,
I left to go to Branson the 1st of March.
but I'm just saying, total, you were gone from the house over 100 or at 158 days.
Well, there's 356 days in a year,
Right.
so that's 175 approximately.
So you're okay with that? Staying down there a month at a time.
Well, I stayed down there after May a month at a time because I was, it was hot.
Well, you have another thing too. You have Nancy doing stuff for you down there that you like to see done.
Well, and I can't do it, and I want it done.
I realize that.
And you can't do it.
But Nancy's not working 24/7, and it's only 5 miles to your house, and it doesn't get dark until late during the summer. You can't drive home to your home.
I'm sure I could.
That's just why
But what business is it of y'all's?
Because we care about him.
Oh, I care about him too, but
You-
I'm not gonna.
You'll go down there and
business
stay and not call him for days on end.
That's because he calls me or I call
Right.
him.
Right. He calls you all the time.
Not all the time.
Well, but he calls you more often than
I
not.
think that he tells you he calls me. I don't think he realizes that I do call him or text him.
So he forgets all of that. He forgets a call.
He doesn't forget to call.
No, he forgets a call that you've made to him.
If I call, apparently he doesn't, because I did call him more often. But if that's the way he feels, I would have appreciated him telling me that.
But if you were here, then it wouldn't be a thing.
But he talks to me on the phone. Why can't he tell me then? Why don't you call me?
Why does he have to call you on the phone? That's the thing of it, Liz. Why does he have to call you on the phone?
Why do I have to be here all the time?
You're married to him. You say you love him. Just because 3 of your quilting friends have
Oh, boy, you'll throw that at my face from now on.
it because I'm not trying
I
to.
have more than 3.
Okay. Your however many quilting friends, the
And
3.
they're not just quilting friends.
Oh, the friends. Okay, friends. However you want to call it. I'm not trying to say, but your quilting group, the ladies that you quilt with and people that you quilt with, you've mentioned 3 of them live separately from their husbands or spouses.
Well, actually, there's another one that lives upstairs and he lives downstairs.
Okay. Is that right, though?
If it works for them, it's fine. It's none of my business.
If it works for them.
Yeah.
But it works for you, but does it work for him?
But he's got to tell me that.
Well, why
He's
should...
told y'all that and how he feels.
So he... If you're not here...
I don't know why I'm having to defend myself when I'm married to you. With your girls.
This isn't even... You know, Christmas is Christmas.
I'm not trying to make you have to feel like you're
Well,
defending yourself.
I'm just trying to understand.
Well, you know, Christmas, you come out here, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one that comes. Well, Patricia would come when she got off, or, you know,
Mm-hmm.
later of an evening. But my girls sit here, and I buy my girls a bunch of gifts.
I know.
You don't. Jim doesn't. He gives y'all money. I don't give.
He gives your girls money too. They get a pile of gifts, and then they get a check from Dad on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't. Yeah, okay. I see now.
It's.
Well, my girls felt uncomfortable because they felt like, because I buy them gifts all year, little things.
Okay,
You
that's
know?
fine, and that's
And
between
that's
you and
just
them.
The
But when
mother in me.
so okay, let me put it this way. Let me do it this way. And this may be not quite a great example, but I'm doing it on the fly. Let's say that Legend, Legacy, and Logan came over, and it was Christmas, and Legend and Legacy, because you see them all the time, have this huge pile of gifts.
They don't ever do that.
But listen, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Legend and Legacy have this huge pile of gifts in front of them, and you have one gift for Logan.
That would never happen.
Right. Okay, now...
Your mother, I assume, buys y'all's things.
Right. Does Ike not get your girls' things?
No.
Okay, well, that's on Ike.
Well, I have no control over that.
I have no control over what Mom gets me. But to be a part of a family...
Really?
If I
buy my girls something, I need to buy 7 of them.
Okay, let me
4
ask you
for
this.
y'all and 3
When
for-
you married into our family, grandmother
Yes.
and your girls and whoever they brought over,
And they tried to give that back many times.
that doesn't.
Yeah. I know.
They
your
got-
mother was very generous.
Yes,
Very generous. And I've never known anyone like her before.
right. But it can't be fair. I mean, it can't be even somewhat fair. For one, and let me say this, please, before I would ask you when we needed to be here for Christmas. And probably the first 10 years, we would get here at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, because I think 1 o'clock is when you like to eat. That's fine. Yeah. So we would get here at that time. Everybody is already open presents. Everybody, except for us girls.
Except for you. Because there was no one else here.
Except for whoever was or wasn't
My
here.
girls were here.
I know,
But-
I know, Michelle, but what I'm saying, your girls and their families and extended families all open their presents.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Think about it.
If
because they felt uncomfortable.
So you don't think it doesn't make us feel uncomfortable?
Well, you kept coming.
Well, because it's Christmas and it's my dad.
I know, but come for dinner.
I did come for dinner. But it's Christmas too. It's my Christmas. There were... Sorry, I need to calm down.
I apologize.
I need to calm down.
I apologize for this.
Probably 5 or 6 years ago at Christmas. I don't know. I don't remember the complete circumstance, but you had gotten up to do something in the kitchen. And I know Brian and I only had like one gift apiece. And of course
I always bought you one gift.
I know. Yes, I understand that. But, and I'm not saying you have to buy 7 gifts for the 4 of us. You have to buy additional gifts, but at least make it a little fair. If you have to take Dad's money or whatever and go buy some gifts.
So that's up to me.
He's a man. How many men do you know will go out and buy their whole set of Christmas?
I apologize.
You came through. You came back.
Y'all.
You came back through the living room, and you stopped right in front of me, and you leaned down and tapped my knee, and you said, "Christmas is for me and my girls." You said that to me because it was all I could do not to start busting out bawling. I sat here, and it was like,
Well, I apologize.
there are
Because
things.
I don't remember saying anything like that.
You did. You did.
I'm sure I did. If
Brian
you
heard
said
it,
so.
and I'm just.
Well,
It's one of those things. That's why we started coming earlier, because we wanted to participate in the gift opening.
Can we take a break?
Yeah.
I need to smoke a cigarette.
She wants to put a lot of blame on you. I hope you're seeing that.
Well,
Okay.
I can't help but I go to.
Okay, don't do it.
This will get wet down there in a minute.
Where's your little container?
I
I'm just
don't
kidding.
use that.
Just kidding. I see you got a brick from the garage.
Oh, Patricia got me a piece of one. There was bricks all over the place on it. And she did bring me one, but it's got a shit ton of mortar on it, and I'm afraid it's got a crack in it already, so it's down in the garage. You gotta bust the mortar off of it, it'll probably
Crumble.
be fine.
Okay. Smoke break.